Hi, hello. I'm recording this from beautiful Massachusetts. It's been raining a lot, but we come here every summer and just recording this, yeah, from here. That's why I'm in it's like humid and beautiful and amazing. I was kayaking today. But anyway, this is what I'd like to share with you. So if you've been watching me for the last month and a half, 2 months, you know that I applied for a very part-time position, being a coach and a very successful, amazing leader who runs a 8-figure business, teaching other people how to run a digital online business. Anyway, he's amazing, and I've been wanting to I was like kind of like in this way of like, how do I get close to him? Like, how do I get in the inner circle with him? Because he's got a lot of thousands and thousands of people in his program, and everybody wants a piece of him, kind of thing. So, cut to I applied for this position they put out about to be a coach in his business, and cut to I made it. I was a finalist out of hundreds, about 160 applications. Cut to we are now in the final stages of that. There was 26 of us picked. They're going to pick six coaches, and he's an incredible leader, and I've learned so much. He's been training us for the past couple of months. We've had tests along the way. We're now entering into the last phase with the last test, where in this last test that's going to be due on Sunday at midnight, he will choose his 6 out of the 26. I'm not going to lie, my little girl inside of me and my ego, both my little girl and my ego, are freaking out. Like, my little girl wants to cry. Like, if I don't get picked, I'm going to be super sad. That's true. I actually will be. I'll be disappointed. I'll be bummed. Then my ego will be bruised, right? So these are the places I've got to watch, and like watch where I go. And then the expansive part of me, the spiritual warrior part of me, the empowered part of me is like turning it over to God, saying, you know what? I'm going to do my best. I'm going to show up. I'm going to do the best I can on this test. I'm going to study. And then it's up to God and up to James and his team. And I got to let it go and know that the best outcome is going to be whatever the outcome is, it's the best for everyone. And one thing for me that nourishes me, and I'm wondering if this nourishes you too, because we have a lot of empaths here in the spiritual warrior community and a lot of givers, is service fuels me. Like, it fuels me. Like, in the most amazing way. I love being of service. I love teaching. I love seeing people grow. I love seeing women, men step into their leadership. I love seeing people get fucking empowered, excuse my language, so empowered that they feel like they know they can rock anything. And if they're scared and they don't know if they can rock it, they're going to try to do it. They're going to not even try. Try is like a 4-letter word. They're going to do it anyway and move past their fear. All great leaders, all great entrepreneurs, they have fears too, right? Like, all these people, they all have fears, just like you and I. But what sets the people apart from those that do and those that don't is that those that do move through their fears. They're going to do it anyway. And you've heard that phrase, be, do, have. You got to be it. Be the leader. Be, the confident, empowered. Work through your stuff. Monitor your energy. Watch your mindset. Watch what you're putting out in the world. Watch your energy, be mindful. So being, who do you want to be? I want to be a generous. I want to be abundant. I want to be kind. I want to be loving. And when then we be those things we do, go into doing. What do I get to do? What action do I get to take? Then to have. Be, who am I being? What do I get to do what action do I get to take to have what I want? And those that are like going for things, they have fears too, but they've just been working on their being, and they work through their fears and they go for things anyway. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I hope this supports you, that I'm scared to death I'm like, death is, that might be brave, kind of great, not death, but I'm scared. I'm really, really scared. I was really hurt as a kid. I was told I was dumb. I was told I was worthless. I was so traumatized that my grades sucked. Like, I just was living. Like, I was basically surviving. Teachers thought I had like ADHD, or like was just I was a mess up. They would just, it was just really hard and really bad. And my confidence level just went through it was like in the toilet, like so much. This is why the spiritual warrior programs are such a place in my heart, and teaching people to become empowered is because I had to work, and I still do, at going through that programming of my past, of my childhood. That doesn't belong there. That doesn't belong there. That doesn't belong there. That doesn't belong there. Oh, I'm going to go into my shamanic skills. I'm going to get my power back. I'm going to get my soul back. I'm going to put myself back together. I'm going to rebuild myself. So here's the thing. A lot of my stuff is coming up by applying to be a coach in this program, no doubt. But I keep showing up, and this is what I want for you too. This is what I want for you. One thing I'm noticing is, like, as I'm supporting the people in this program, and is, I don't know if it's post-COVID. I don't know if it's the Great Awakening. I don't know what it is, but I'm noticing more now, more than ever, that people are not trusting themselves. They're feeling more, they just believe in themselves less. There's a lot more isolation. There's a lot more disconnection, and it doesn't have to be that way. So no matter where you are, like, even wherever you are, like, wherever growth you get to go through, whatever's going on in your relationship to yourself, wherever you want to be striving in the bead you have, everything can be reworked and rebuilt within yourself. Everything. So if you have a limiting belief, or you get triggered around X, Y, and Z, there are ways to work through that. If you have a vision that you want to create something, you can create it. And sometimes our scared little girl, like, I'm scared to death. We just came off I can't keep saying death, cancel, clear that. I just came off a 3-hour call with him, and I'm learning a lot of new stuff. We all are. And I'm like, oh my God, am I going to be able to do this? My little girl's like, oh my God, I can't remember all this. Oh my gosh, I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail. Then I have to, like, reset and rework it. We're up against some things in the collective. You know that, or you wouldn't be listening to me. You wouldn't be a part of the spiritual warrior. You're an empath. You're an intuitive. You're very sensitive. You're a giver. You're generous, and you feel what's going on. We can all feel it. We know it. We're in this awakening. We're in this chaos. We're in this upturn. So right now, how we show up and who we are and who we get to be in the world, and going for it and breaking through. It's like breaking through those walls, breaking through those fears to get to the other side is huge. It's huge. And it's one day, one step at a time. So here's what I'd like to leave you with. The guides have been talking a lot about, the videos I've been doing in the last few weeks have been a lot about mindset. It's a lot about mindset. It's a lot about who you get to be, because the mindset of the collective right now is a lot of, I don't trust myself. I'm not good enough. That seems to be like stirred up, like a storm has come through and just like gotten the debris up in a lot of people. And it's uncomfortable. But as a collective, we can work together, because as you're an individual being, you can begin to call BS on all of that, because it is BS. And we can start one by one, step by step, going through something, calling your power back, knowing how incredible you are. Even if you have to fake it some days, I'm going to get up, I'm going for it. It matters. and watching your mindset when your little girl gets scared or your little boy gets scared or you get triggered or you're scared or you're afraid of failing or your procrastination comes up. It's like, this is where, as a spiritual warrior and as someone who is as powerful as you are and intuitive as you are, you pull back, you get that expanded view. It's like, so you see you're out here. You're out here and you're pulling your energy back to see the bigger picture. Because the fears, they keep us like this, right? They keep us like this. And so just using, the last thing I'll say is I'll just, to support you with this is when, like I was in that call with the other coaches, knowing there's only going to be 6 of us, really keeping that, trying to keep that out of my mind. My little girl's going, what if you fail? What if you fail? What if you fail? Remember, they told you you were worthless when you were a little girl. Remember? Is this one of those moments? This is my little girl talking and having to work through it. Nope. And pull back, come back into my heart, come back and be centered, and really come back into the intention of why I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? One, I'm doing it because I want to be of service. Everything, I love being of service in my own community and other people's communities. I love being of service. The win for me is it lights me up. The win is for me is to see that others begin to see their own potential and begin to see what they are capable of. That is a win for me. That is a win for me. That is a win for everyone. So I'm like, okay, I'm here to be of service. I'm here to be of service. I'm here to be of service, to see people shine, to see people know that they can become an amazing CEO and of their own business, make money, have freedom. That's a win for me. Another win for me is I get to learn from one of the most amazing leaders in the digital world right now. That's a win for me. And having to even if it was just for the 2 months we've done this training, and for some reason it's not in God's plan for me to make it to the next level, when I come back to that intent and to that heart, it gets me out of my ego. It gets me out of the fear. So this week, if you have some stuff come up and your little girl or little boy gets scared, or you have some fear, or you're like in resistance, or you're like, I'm not doing that, it's going to scare the crap out of me. Or, you know what, I want more friends, I want more community, but I'm just so scared to reach out. Or maybe you're doing something at work, a new project or something, and you're like, oh my God, I don't know if I did this right, or I'm afraid of my boss, whatever it is, pause, pull back, almost like thinking of like a falcon, or a bird, like you pull back, come into your heart. You can even imagine like taking that fear and like, whoop, and reassessing and coming back to the truth. Because 9.9 times out of 10, our beliefs are not true, especially if they're negative, especially if they're negative or judgy towards ourselves or another person. Usually not true. Usually not true. Come back into your heart, come back into that place. This is something we do in shamanic ways, is like, imagine blowing it into the tree, blowing it into the earth, like getting rid of it, just getting rid of it. Coming back. I'm like, that's my little girl. Yeah, she gets scared at certain things like this. And I love her. And I love him. I love my little boy. I'm going to just say, you're going to be okay. We got to do this right now, and I need your help. It's these little moments, these little things, every day, every moment, where we talk ourselves into our possibility and into our greatness. That is the spiritual warrior way. That is the leadership way. All right. So I am so excited because coming soon, my team and I are creating an amazing product that's going to be coming out in September. We're going to start doing like coming soon teasers, like movie teasers for it. So you'll hear me talking about it a lot. It's going to be life-changing. It's going to be around connection and communication. I'm not going to spill too much of the beans, but it's going to be something that people can have on their phone and be able to look at any time of the day, 24/7. It's like literal 24/7 support. So stay tuned for this. This has been years and years of training in the making, and it's going to be an incredible tool to support people in relationships. So stay tuned for that. And my name is Beth Osmer, and take this week to pull back, become that falcon, become that hawk, and pull back your perspective, come into your heart, and begin to shift in that way. And so much magic happens. Intention and pause support so much. All right. My name is Beth Osmer, and I will see you on the next video.